everyone, welcome to Deepika Makeup. Hope you're all doing super awesome. So today's video is going to be all about new Wet n Wild products, and this video format is going to be a little different from what I've done before. So you will be seeing me in two different outfits. Today I'll be trying and testing out all the products that I have on camera, and a couple of days later when I know what each product is doing, I will come back and let you guys know my thoughts on every single product I tried. I don't really have all the products they have launched. I only picked up the things that I'm interested to try out. I do want to try out some more things, but I'm not able to find at the drugstores at this point, but eventually I will be picking them out and I will let you guys know what I think. The Wet n Wild launch was really huge. They have some brushes, and I think they are getting rid of their Fergie collection, so they are repackaging some of the Fergie collection makeup to their regular line. They have reformulated a lot of their makeup, so the launch is actually really big, so it's getting very hard to find all those products at one store. So I'm running around trying to pick up everything. So as and when I pick up those things, I will let you guys know my thoughts. So as you can see, I've already applied all the products, so I'll check back with you a couple of days later and let you guys know my thoughts. I will be testing this makeup for at least 8 hours today, and I will let you guys know. First, I'm going to start off by applying Coverall primer. I'm going to apply this on my oily T-zone area and also wherever I have large open pores. Whatever is left, I'm going to blend this all over my face, and we'll see how my makeup holds up throughout the day. Next, I'm going to take Illumi-Naughty highlighting and concealing pen. I'm going to apply this under my eyes and also use this to highlight the high points of my face and blend this all in. Then to add some dimension and warmth to my face, I'm going to take Megaglo contouring palettes, and I'm going to take Dulce de Leche, and I'm going to take the highlighter shade and apply this under my eyes to set the concealer. And from the same palette, I'm going to pick up the contour shade and I'm going to contour my cheekbones and also my nose. And then from the other palette, which is Caramel Toffee, I'm going to pick up the bronzer shade. With the fluffy brush, I'm going to bronze up my face. As my blush, I'm going to take their new blush, which is a rose champagne, and I'm going to build this up on my cheeks. The color doesn't really show up, but it gives a beautiful sheen on my face. Then I'm going to pick up the Catwalk pink highlighting palette, and I'm going to highlight the high points of my face, that is cheekbones, bridge of the nose, center of my eyebrows, cupid's bow and chin. Moving on to eyes, I've already finished my eyebrows and also primed my eyelids. Then I'm going to take Wet n Wild's 10 color neutral eyeshadow palette. I'm going to take a skin tone color matte eyeshadow and blend this in my crease. Then I'm going to take the two darkest matte browns in the palette and I'm going to deepen up the crease and outer corner. If you noticed, I'm using the blending brush that came with the palette. I'm going to highlight the brow bone area with the matte highlight that came with the palette. Using the other side of the dual-ended brush, which is a flat shader brush, I am going to pick up the beautiful gold eyeshadow from the palette and build this up on my eyelid. As you can see, I have a little trouble applying this color, but if you wet the brush or even if you have a strong gold base underneath, this color would easily show up and it's really beautiful. Then I'm going to take a shimmery light color and I'm going to apply this in the inner corner to highlight and brighten up my eyes, and then I'm going to apply that gold eyeshadow all along my lower lash line. Later smudge some dark brown eyeshadow all along my lower lash line again. And moving on to liquid eyeliner, I'm going to do a very simple traditional winged eyeliner using Wet n Wild's Megaliner. And by far this is my favorite Wet n Wild product I have tried. This is newly formulated and it's new to their collection. The applicator is fantastic, and as you can see, I have done my liquid liner so easily. Then I'm going to apply a couple of coats of mascara onto my upper and lower lashes. I'm using the new Wet n Wild Max Volume Plus Mascara. I'm going to line and fill in my lips using Wet n Wild Matte Velvet Lip Pencil, and this is in the shade Charred Cherry. And I'm going to top off the lips with Wined and Dined Lip Gloss. And that completes the quick makeup tutorial using all the Wet n Wild products. And stay tuned if you would like to see detailed reviews, swatches, and also up close pictures of all the products used in this video. Hello everyone, I am back after filming the previous footage, so I now know what all these products are doing. These are all tried on camera, off camera, and tested out. So let me begin with my reviews. The first one I have here is Wet n Wild's Coverall Primer, and I believe this retails for $4.99, and I really like the consistency of this primer. It just feels and looks like moisturizer. It doesn't feel silicone or that dry smooth feeling when you apply that on your skin. It very well compares to the Smashbox Photo Finish primer that I really love in terms of consistency. But I don't really like how it's working on my skin. It doesn't really smooth out the skin for the foundation. It doesn't really prep the skin for foundation. It doesn't blur out or fill in any pores, and I don't really think that it has controlled my oils throughout the day. So for me this is a fail. I didn't really like it at all. Alright, the next one I have here is Wet n Wild's Illuminati Highlighting and Concealing Pen, and I have it in the shade A Happy Medium. This also retails for $4.99, and I use it to conceal and highlight my under eyes and also highlight the high points of my face. I really like this concealer. It does have some coverage, but it's not really enough if you have really bad under eye dark circles. For me, I don't really have that much. I first use a color corrector and then put this on, so for me it works really well. It does highlight, it has a very good consistency, very easy to blend, it sets really well and stays on the skin really well. I'm really happy with this product, but the only complaint I have is for $4.99 you get very little product, but you're just using it on very little spaces on your face, so I don't think you will run out of this concealer that easily. For $4.99 and for Wet n Wild being a very inexpensive brand, you get very little product with this, but the product itself is really good. The next ones I have here are Wet n Wild Megaglo Contouring Palette Contour. I have both the palettes they released, and they have reformulated and also changed the colors. They used to have older ones that I don't have, but they now have these if you want to pick up. The first one I have here is Dulce de Leche, and the next one I have here is Caramel Toffee. I couldn't decide which one works the best for me, so I just went ahead and got both of them because I use a cool tone bronzer to contour my face, so that's there in here. But in this one I have a bronzer which works very well for me, and also I use the yellow powder to set my under eyes. So that's the reason I just went for these two. I still don't know which one works the best for me, but I'm more leaning towards Caramel Toffee because I can use the yellow powder to set my under eyes, and also I can use this bronzing powder really subtly on my cheekbones to contour. So I think this one is better for my skin tone. And coming to the formula, these are very pigmented and they're very easy to work with as well, but you have to be really careful when picking out the product and tap off the excess, because there will be a lot of powder kick off with these products. So make sure you tap off the excess before you put it on your face. It blends very well, they're very smooth, and they are very pigmented. For $4.99 these are definitely a very good buy. I've not really tried other contouring and highlighting products that recently came out at the drugstores. I've only tried these and these are definitely a hit, so I would totally recommend these. Alright, moving on to blushes. They have these blushes. These are called their Ombre blushes, and I have a very detailed review on these blushes, so I will leave the link for you in the description box below. Also, you can click that little icon right there, so you can watch that video. So these are actually exclusive to Target at this point. These retail for $4.99 again, so if you want to know more about these, just check out that video. And apart from those Target only ombre blushes, they have also reformulated and repackaged their old blushes, and also they have released I think 2 or 3 new colors. I'm still searching around for all the new colors, but I have one new shade right here, and this is called Rose Champagne. This is how their old blushes used to look like. These are really smooth, very pigmented, one of the best blushes at the drugstores, I would say. So the new ones look like this. You get more product with the new blushes for the same price. These retail for $2.99. The old one you get 4 grams of product, while the new one has 5.85 grams of product, so which is fantastic. This color I have in my hand is one of their new colors. This is called Rose Champagne. I already have all their old blushes, so even though they were newly formulated, I didn't get them. I just went with the new color. And these blushes, even though the formula is entirely different from the old ones, this is a fantastic formula. They're really pigmented, no powder kick off. They're very easy to work on your skin, and I absolutely love. So Wet n Wild didn't disappoint me with their blushes. These are just amazing. I'm still looking for their other new colors, and I'm definitely going to pick up. I actually have this color on my cheeks today. It doesn't really show up that well on me, so I just mixed it up with a pinky tone blush. So I have another blush on top of this one. So if you are of my skin tone or even lighter, I would definitely go for this blush. It does show up really naturally on the skin, and the glow it gives is just amazing. So I really like these blushes for $2.99. Definitely a good buy. Alright, the last face product we have is their Illuminator, and this is called Wet n Wild Megaglo Illuminating Palette, and this is in the shade Catwalk Pink. This also retail for $4.99, and I think Wet n Wild has upped up their prices just a little bit, but that's totally fine because they are still very affordable for the drugstore. I know that this highlighter has been repackaged, but I'm not sure if it's reformulated or not. So that's how it looks. I always wanted to get the old one. It used to be in a small tin box, but I never got around to it. Alright, for this highlighter, I'm just iffy about it. I can't say that this is the best highlighter, you know, oh my god, it's fantastic, but it's not crap either. The pan is actually big enough, so you can pick out each color individually with your highlighter brush, or you can just swirl around and bring out a new color, which is beautiful as well. My personal favorite is this last color. It has that goldeny pinky highlighter. It's beautiful, and overall I really like the colors. They work very well with our skin tone. But I think the issue I have is with the formula of this. I mean, it's not really crap, but it's not the best highlighter I ever used. For $4.99, it's definitely a very good buy. I really like the colors as well, but the only thing is it sits on top of the skin instead of melting into the skin, so it looks like a very obvious shimmery highlighter on the skin. But if you have large pores like me, you have to be very careful not to put this highlighter on that area, because the shimmer actually sits on top of the bumps of the skin and it's not really flattering. So I would definitely give a thumbs up to this. There's a little inconvenience with the formula, but that's just for me. If you have a beautiful skin, you can easily work with it. So if you know how to work with this product, it's a fantastic product, so I would give a thumbs up to this. Next, moving on to eyes, I have one eyeshadow palette, and this was in their Fergie line. I don't know if they have reformulated it, but I know that they have removed the Fergie logo off the packaging. This palette retails for $6.99 or $7.99, I guess, not really sure. So that's the palette. You get 10 beautiful neutral colors. It also comes with a dual ended brush, which is actually pretty nice. This side has a very nice what do you call crease brush, and this side has a flat shader brush. I use the brush. It's actually pretty nice and works well, so it's not really a total waste. Color range on these 10 eyeshadows is fantastic. You can definitely say that there was a lot of thought put into this palette, because you have your perfect blending matte eyeshadows and also your matte black and some gold tones, some rosy tone eyeshadows. So you can easily use this palette alone and create tons of different looks. You can just go for a one shadow look, or you can just use these darker matte colors for a smoky eye, a perfect brow bone highlighter, and all these golds, especially this rosy tone color. They're all really beautiful. You just literally live with this one palette and you have your perfect neutral eyeshadow palette. But when I swatched these eyeshadows on my hand without a primer, they didn't really swatch well, so I was really disappointed. At one point of time, I was a very big fan of Wet n Wild eyeshadows. I mean, I'm still am, because their old eyeshadows that come in these trios, or even their 6-pan eyeshadows, which is the Comfort Zone palette, those are my hands down favorite eyeshadows from the drugstores. No other brand has beaten Wet n Wild old formula eyeshadows. They have reformulated them, and I heard that they are not that good. And it did have one Fergie eyeshadow palette which has 5 eyeshadows. I wasn't really happy with it either, so for a very long time I didn't pick up Wet n Wild eyeshadows, and I went with this one because the colors looked really beautiful, and I thought this would be the perfect neutral palette. So the swatches actually didn't really go well, so I was very disappointed, but I also wanted to give it a chance by using it on my eyes, and with a very good primer, these worked really well. I was very easily able to create a complete eye look with this, and I do have several different ideas with this palette, so I really like it now. But these are not as pigmented as their regular eyeshadow. If you are expecting this quality with these eyeshadows, you would not get that. You will definitely be disappointed, but these are not bad eyeshadows by any means. They're pigmented, they blend beautifully, and yeah, you just have to pack on these golds and everything on your eyelid really well. But if you have a good base underneath, like a sticky base, they would work really well. But the only thing I noticed is I wore the makeup for I believe 8 or 9 hours, and I did see some fading with the eyeshadows. I had this gold all over my eyelid, and I used these matte browns to blend in the outer corner and in the crease, and they all faded. You can't really tell that it has completely faded off because you do see some color still on your eyelid, but then if you notice closely, you can see that the colors are like mixed up into each other, they are faded and stuff like that. So that's what I have to say about this palette. These are not the best eyeshadows by Wet n Wild, obviously. These are very high on the bar, but this still is a very good palette, and the color selection is beautiful. Alright, the next one I have here is Wet n Wild's Megaliner. Not really sure if it's reformulated, repackaged or anything, but then it said new, so that's the reason I picked up. Way back in the days, like I'm talking like 8 years or 9 years ago, I used to have a Wet n Wild eyeliner, which was their H2O eyeliner. I believe it's their waterproof eyeliner. It was horrible, it was very goopy, it used to pinch on my skin, it used to crumble off throughout the day. So after that bad experience, I never picked up a Wet n Wild eyeliner. For a very long time, my favorite eyeliner was by e.l.f., which actually looked very much like this. After using that for many years, they have changed the applicator of the brush to a felt tip one, which I hate, so I just stopped using it. And ever since, I was trying to find my perfect eyeliner, and there you go, I found my favorite eyeliner. This one is also a felt tip applicator, but it's very fine, so it's so easy to get that perfect sharp wing On top of it, it is very easy to work with this brush. It's just fantastic, guys. It's the blackest black. The formula is fantastic. I think the price is $2.99. Like, even if it's like $10.99, I would totally go and get it. Everything about this eyeliner is just fantastic. Just go get it, thank me later. But it did bleed in my inner corner a little bit. I don't know what the reason is. Most eyeliners are actually bleeding in my inner corner these days. This one, I have to say, is way better than the other eyeliners, but even with this one I had some issues. So once I applied my eyeliner, I just went ahead with my inner corner highlighter and reapplied it, and the problem is solved. So alright, the next one I have here is a mascara, and this is Wet n Wild's Max Volume Plus Mascara, and look at the color of the tube. Beautiful, right? I mean, just a random thought, why do usually mascaras have the most catchy packaging? Why is that? I mean, it's for lashes, but why is it that the packaging of mascara is always so flashy? Just a random thought, let's just come back. So the wand is actually a rubbery wand. It's like a very flexible standard rubbery wand, and this one is actually very good to hold your curl and also give some length, but after 2 coats it actually clumps up. So this is the first time I use this mascara on camera, so that's when I opened the mascara, and still the formula was really thick, so that's the reason it was holding up the curl very well, but it was also clumping up. I think this mascara also retails for $4.99, so I'm not really a great fan of it. If you are looking for a mascara that holds your curl, then I would recommend this one, but other than that, it's not really a great mascara to give volume. It gives a decent amount of length as well, so that's that. Alright, moving on to lips. I have 2 lip products, and these are lip pencils. And what are these called? These are called Wet n Wild Velvet Matte Lip Colors. I have 2 colors, Charred Cherry and Hickory Smoked. Hickory Smoked is the one I have on my lips. It's a beautiful burnt reddish nude color, and I wore Charred Cherry in a haul video where I was hauling all these Wet n Wild products. If you want to see how this color looks on me, I will leave the link to that video in the description box. I believe these retail for $3.50, and I don't think these are new. I believe I saw these in the Wet n Wild Fergie collection previously, but I'm not really sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. So right when I saw the name of this, I thought this would be very similar to the NARS Velvet Matte lip pencils, but the formula is way different. NARS is obviously very rich in color, very pigmented and very smooth. These are actually very smooth, very comfortable on the lips, but these are not as pigmented. I mean, you wouldn't get like 100% bam pigmentation with this. So it took me about 3 or 4 swipes to get this pigmentation on my lips, but these are very matte, very comfortable on the lips. They don't dry out your lips, so I would totally recommend this. This is so comfortable and just a very easy maintenance lip products. You can just throw these pencils in your purse, and throughout the day you don't even have to look in your mirror, and you can just like totally apply this on your lips and you're good to go. So I really like these, and I would totally recommend these. And I saw about 5 or 6 colors in this collection, but these were the only 2 colors that I thought would suit on my skin. I saw a very pale nude color, a Barbie-ish lilac-y pink color, some lilac purple color or something. So those colors don't really look good on me. And also these are not really long wearing. These are just like any other lipstick. They do transfer and stuff like that. They don't really leave any stain. I mean, they do, but it's not really prominent, so you have to reapply once this faded off. But these are very comfortable. Again, I really like these. Alright, the last lip product I have here is Wet n Wild Mega Slicks Lip Gloss, and I believe these are not new. I saw these in the Wet n Wild Fergie line, but I don't really have those, so I just went ahead and picked it up, and this is in the shade Wined and Dined. I believe this retails for $2.99, but I'm not really able to remember. So this is a very beautiful color. I tried Wet n Wild lip glosses in the past. They are horrible. They bunch up on the lips and it's very uncomfortable. So ever since, I never picked up a Wet n Wild lip gloss, but this one actually really surprised me. It was very pigmented, it wasn't sticky. it was very comfortable, guys. This lip gloss is so good, so I would totally recommend this. I mean, which lip gloss doesn't transfer and wear off throughout the day, but that's all there. But as a lip gloss, it's not sticky and it gives a beautiful color on the lips. Like, you can just wear this lip gloss as is, or you can just top off on pretty much any lipstick which is in this tone. So that's that. Alright, the last and final product is nail polish, and they came up with their gel nail polish. This is Wet n Wild One Step Wonder Gel Polish. They have a huge display. Maybe they have like 15 or 20 colors, I want to say. So I just picked up one, and this is in the shade Lavender Out Loud. These are pretty expensive for a nail polish for Wet n Wild. These retail for $4.99, but oh my god, just blindly go pick them up. I reviewed this nail polish already on my Snapchat one day, and I wore this for 3 days and I showed how it looked each day. But this time around I tried it with a base coat and top coat, so that's how it looks. I mean, this is the 5th day I'm wearing this nail polish, and this is my non-dominant hand. On the 5th day I notice a little bit of fading, but it's not really at a stage that I have to change my manicure. But on my non-dominant hand, on the 5th day when I was doing dishes today, it actually chipped off, so I need to change my manicure. But if you are somebody who don't do household work with your bare hands, this will stay on for at least a week with a base coat and top coat, and without a base coat and top coat it would easily last you for 3 days. The color actually looks a little bit faded on the 2nd or 3rd day, but I think that's totally fine. If it's not chipping off, I'm fine with it. So definitely I'm going to build up my collection with these nail polishes. Fantastic formula, very easy to use, stays for a week, so what else you want? I'm ready to pay like $4.99. So those are all the new Wet n Wild products that I tried out recently. I'm still around the drugstores trying to find out their new launches, like their brushes and a lot more things. As and when I pick up those things, I will review them for you guys. So that is pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit on the thumbs up button. It makes me happy, and also do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you all very soon in my next video. Goodbye.